Greetings to you all. I am Ms.M.Anandha Jothi, Assistant Professor of English at the Standard Fireworks Rajaratnam College for Women, Sivakasi. In this video lesson, we are going to explore Australian Aboriginal literature and Oodgeroo Noonuccal's poem, A Song of Hope. Before we analyze the poem, let us have a look at the maps of Australia. The map that is on the left side is created by Aboriginal Australians, and the map that is on the right side is drawn by English people. The map drawn by English explorers simply outlines the major coast and landmarks, whereas they have skipped almost all the cultural significance that the land possesses. In contrast, the map created by Aboriginal people has given accommodation for every living species, birds, animals, and even ancestral spirits. They have given importance. This contrast between white and indigenous people is a key theme in almost all the Australian Aboriginal literature, and Oodgeroo Noonuccal came into the scene to share her own story, and let us now see what she has advocated for her people. Now we shall see the biographical details of Oodgeroo. She was formerly known as Kate Walker. She was born on November 3, 1920 on North Stradbroke Island. She was a member of the Noonuccal tribe and known particularly for her arduous effort in the 1967 referendum, and with that thereby she earned the title as the first Aboriginal woman to run for state parliament in the year 1969. In 1964, she published We Are Going, the first book of verse written by an Aboriginal Australian. Over the years, she authored 4 collections of poetry, including The Dawn is at Hand and My People, a Kate Walker collection. Her works earned her prestigious awards such as Jessie Litchfield Award, the Mary Gilmore Award, and the Fellowship of Australian Writers Award. She founded the Noonuccal Newhey Education Centre. She was awarded honorary doctorates from several universities in recognition of her contributions. Even today, her legacy continues to inspire generations of Australians to fight for a more just and equitable society. Here we shall go with the line by line explanation of the poem. Look up, my people. This line clearly indicates that Kate Walker is calling her people for action. She encourages her people to be hopeful and to rise above all the challenges that life is putting before them. The second line, the dawn is breaking. The dawn symbolizes a new beginning. She is suggesting that a better future is on the horizon for her people. The world is waking. Through this line, the speaker indicates that the world is becoming aware of the struggles and rights of Indigenous Australians. Perhaps she is alluding her people for a broader movement towards justice and equality. To a new bright day. It is clear that the poet envisions for a future that is filled with possibilities, hope, and positivity. When none defame us, no restriction tame us. Here, she speaks of a time when Aboriginal people will no longer be slandered, disrespected, or looked down upon. The same is with the next line. She rejects the restrictions and oppression that have historically held Indigenous Australians back. It has actually put them down. Nor colour shame us, nor sneer dismay. The poet desires a future where skin color is no longer a source of shame or discrimination. She also hopes for an end to all those racist attitudes that have caused dismay, or hurt to her own people. The second stanza of the poem, now brood no more on the years behind you. This line is a clear evidence that the poet encourages her people to stop wasting their time by dwelling on past sorrows and grievances. The hope assigned you shall the past replace. Through these lines, the poet refers that the hope given by her ancestors will for sure replace sorrows of the past. When a juster justice grown wiser and strong. The speaker remarks the need for an hour of true justice, not just of the superficial kind, but one that is really fair and equitable. The last two lines of the poem points the bone no longer at a darker race. The phrase points the bone is an indigenous Australian term that refers to cursing or condemning. But in this context, it suggests an end to the practice of blaming and punishing indigenous people. Thus, the speaker awaits for putting an end to racial discrimination and prejudice. Some of the important themes of this poem are resilience and perseverance, identity and transformation. The theme resilience and perseverance emphasizes how hope persists despite challenges. For instance, in Emily Dickinson's poem, The Hope is the Thing with Feathers, hope is depicted as a bird that continues to sing through life's storm, which actually symbolizes endurance in difficult times. In Keith Walker's A Song of Hope, themes of racial equality and cultural identity are central. The poem and the poet advocates for a future free from racial discrimination. The next predominant theme is transformation and new beginnings. This particular theme highlights the idea of hope as a catalyst for a change that the poet envisions to see in her own society. Let me share a quick story to convey the message of this poem. Once, a small seed lay buried in darkness. It felt lost and alone, but with patience and hope, it began to push up through the soil, and one fine day it reaches out of the soil to see the sunlight. Just like the seed, we all face challenges, but also we have the power to grow and thrive. The poem, A Song of Hope, reminds us that every new day brings fresh possibilities. When we support each other, we can overcome any of the obstacles that come in our life. Remember, hope is what fuels our journey. So, let us rise together, embrace the light and create a beautiful future. We are actually the change we wish to see in our society. Hoping to meet you all in another interesting video lesson. Thank you.